Hi guys, this is 𝗟𝗟𝗘𝗟𝗧𝗏 of Blueline Education, and in today's podcast, I have here with me Mr. Michael. He's the CEO of Blueline Laundry, and it's such an honor to have him with me and with you guys today to share some of his take on migrants, as well as some of his advice on how migrants can better match their skill sets with what the economy is looking for. And also, he might even share some of his own stories, his personal journey to you, so you can learn from him, right? But first of all, thank you for doing this, Michael.
Thank you, Leo. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, much pleasure. Michael, for those who do not know much about you, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Michael Sylvester. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Blueline Laundry. I live in Hobart, Tasmania, have 4 children, and I've been fortunate enough to have the privilege of working all around the world in a number of countries, not every country, but certainly a number of countries. So I have a very vast breadth of experience in a number of industry sectors and a number of cultures.
Now let's just talk about, first of all, about your career first, right?
Yeah.
So your background is in civil engineering.
Yeah, I started off in civil engineering and had a job with the State Electricity Authority here in Tasmania. I then went and did a diploma of business and a master's degree in technology management, and majored in project management and innovation. And that enabled me to unlock a few career episodes. So when I think about my career, I don't necessarily think about it as something that's ended. I more think about it as career episodes, and I sort of box up the professional experiences that I've had in different episodes. So
yes,
that first episode here as a junior engineer was really great. Lay the foundations for me to go and do other things and take other challenges.
Yes.
Ended up, in terms of the combination of project management and engineering, working overseas, a lot through Asia and the Middle East, managing large-scale construction projects.
A lot of people say first job is the hardest one. I'm not sure if that's correct to say that, but for your case, was it hard to get that civil engineering positions?
Yeah, look, I think in terms of your first job as a student coming out of university,
yes,
one thing that you've got to have is the marks. So as an employer, if you're looking through a heap of job applications, the marks that don't score very well go one way, and the marks that score very well go the other.
Okay.
And they become the shortlist. So if you're not studying enough and you're not getting the grades, it's going to be very difficult for you, or more difficult for you, to get that first start. But once you've got the grades right, the next thing that I think most employers look at is about cultural fit. And when we say cultural fit, we mean the culture of the organisation, not necessarily the culture being the country of origin.
Okay.
So once you've got the marks, somebody that is employing you knows that technically you can do the job, but they want to make sure that you're going to fit in the organisation. So the key aspects that you need to demonstrate in interview process there is around your behaviours. So it's the fact that you can work as a team, and that you bring to the interview some examples of teamwork and how you've been able to compromise in your position and understand other people's perspectives. It's about your work ethic and how hard you can, not only how hard you can work, but how efficiently and effective that you can work as well, and that you're prepared to put in the hours and you're prepared to put in the time to service the company. Those two things, I think, are really important, and of course your passion and enthusiasm. I certainly find it is more difficult those interviewees from Asian countries to showcase their passion and enthusiasm. In Australia, there's some cultural nuances there, but certainly in Australia, being able to demonstrate that you're really passionate. Whether it's a passion for the company because you've researched their strategy or the values, or it's a passion for the industry, like renewable energy or medical science or something like that, and you can actually demonstrate that the job is more important to you than just the job. It's part of who you want to be, and you're going to use it to shape your thinking.
Yeah.
I think those three things are the differences between getting a job and not getting a job.
Yes, and I guess you must have seen people who also very smart, but not necessarily end up with a job, isn't it? Who do very well academically, but not necessarily end up with a job, right?
Yeah, and certainly, I mean, I reflect on a number of Australians that I've interviewed over my time that fit that category, and it's not just Australians, but I'm saying that there's that issue doesn't have any cultural prejudice at all. So you're sitting there with engineering students that have got straight high distinctions, 98% plus.
Yes.
But fail to have a conversation with you and fail to demonstrate their passion for the job. So as an employer, I'm sitting there saying, well, if they can't demonstrate why they're sitting across from the table, how are they going to demonstrate change within the business, or how are they going to demonstrate that we need to do something differently if they can't even do the me story?
Yeah.
So it's really important that you have a combination of both. So your marks get you at the interview table, and your passion, your enthusiasm, your demonstrated capability to work in a team gets you over the line.